course it was never no fucking audio. Why you think a nigga like Eazy was able to say, you know what, I'ma call Showoff bluff? He knew when he called my phone, he called the phone of a real nigga. I'm surprised it took so many people to figure out it was never real. But that's what happens in a fake ass fucking place. Word is bond. Fuck, I look like fucking recording somebody talking. Y'all don't see what this is? But you welcome for the entertainment though. And for all them titles that got my name, y'all welcome for the check that's gonna come from it. I'm pretty sure it's been real controversial. Word up. Of course I would pick Eazy to use to prove this shit. He the crash test dummy in battle rap. Everybody use him. Fuck you mad at me because I used the cornball too? Why wouldn't I?
What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Showoff. Why, Showoff? Why did you do this, bro? Why did you do this? What up, man? Chris somebody checking in, man. Back with another blog. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. You know your boy, the mayor up there, man. The mayor up there. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Beware the junk. It's a lot of junk. You know, I got a banner over here. I got a banner over there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to decide which one I want to put up. But I almost forgot about this audio, bro. I know a week ago, Showoff did a video talking about it'll be up to y'all whether or not the audio comes out, all this kind of stuff. I wasn't really thinking about this audio, even though I did realize today was Sunday. But it was actually good that the entire timeline was talking about battle rap. The entire timeline was talking about battle rap, and it was actually dope. And let me just pivot to this before I get to the Showoff part. This is why pay-per-views are important. I understand the bootlegs, and, you know, it's definitely running rampant. I get it. But when you have like Gnomes and Summer Madnesses and Max Outs and all this kind of stuff, and you have a pay-per-view, people buy the pay-per-view, and the entire timeline on Twitter is talking about battle rap. And that's what happened yesterday with the Twitch event. I know it was free. I know a lot of people didn't know about it. They might not have been following Doc Rowe and all this kind of stuff on Twitch. It wasn't like super promoted, you know, so I'm not going to act like everybody knew about it. But, you know, I posted it. I saw Mike P posted it. Saw some battle rappers talking about it. I saw King and Eunice on Angry Fans, so they were doing a little bit of promotion. And as the event was going on, people was like, yo, just go to Twitch. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Just go watch the battle. Y'all, you know, I know the NBA playoffs is on, but go watch the battles. It's free. So people started to watch the battles. And there was an entire timeline of battle rap. Like, oh, King did good in round one. Oh, Eunice is fighting back. It was all this kind of stuff. Then you leave there. This is what I said. You leave there, go to the spaces. I see Eazy in the space, other people in the space. Eazy talking about King and Moo-Wop and all this kind of stuff. Then Tati created space. She created space. She think, oh, Eunice won. There's a lot of back and forth in there. But it's all battle rap. Not drama, all battle rap. That is the power of it, a very, very important pay-per-view. When you have stuff like that, you get this kind of stuff. You get good interaction, all this kind of shit. So I was like, damn, this is kind of dope. I was in my mind, I knew Showoff was supposed to do a live today. I thought about it earlier, like, I'm sure I was supposed to said he was going to do a live.
And look, save the date. You heard? Next weekend. I'm about to issue and put the responsibility of that audio in the hands of the battle rap community. You heard? I'm about to make it so that the battle rap community could push the button on Eazy. You heard? I'm about to put the responsibility fully in y'all hand. Y'all gonna have the power. Next weekend, you hear me? Next Sunday on this channel right here, I'm gonna be letting every one of the fucking supporters in this community know exactly how to push that button.
But I was like, no, don't do the live. We don't need no drama. We don't need no drama about Eazy, and we don't even need it. Ain't nobody even on it. Ain't nobody blowing them up like, yo, you still gonna go live tonight? Nobody's talking about this shit.
Everything we're about to say is just our overall view of the situation. Don't take any of this and try to use it against the show. But I say all that to say, that nigga crazy.
And I told you, I said, in my opinion, I don't even think Show should even drop the audio, even if he got it. I said it's kind of different when Henny Man had audio because Eazy was going around saying that him and Pap didn't really have no issue. And then there was a lot of stuff going on with Rim. There was a lot of rumors. So the audio that Henny Man had was Eazy talking about the punch. It was a little bit more relevant because that was kind of dominating at the time and it was carrying a whole lot of weight. Henny Man's audio kind of told a lot about the relationship. You start to understand how Eazy had so much control, how he was able to kind of turn Chrome 23 into like a male league in a way and get kind of off the females. You kind of started to understand the relationship. What Showoff was saying he had was more so just about their relationship in general, not really battle rap related, but like we don't go together no more, or I'm mad that I'm a side dude, or I'm mad that I'm not out there more. I thought we would be like Clarissa and Papoose. That's what Showoff was saying. I was like, we don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't really no big deal. We only care about that if you're telling me that Rim is not gonna funnel any more money into battle rap, whether it's through the trenches or through Chrome. That's the only thing that really matters. So to me, I was like, if you don't have any information on that, it really don't really matter. It's just a bunch of relationship gossip. And okay, if they broke up, they broke up. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? People break up every day. So I was in my way. I was like, yo, this audio, it ain't gonna really hit like you thought it was gonna hit. Showoff is supposed to battle Jackboy. I don't know if the battle was going on. They've been going back and forth online. Jackboy basically calling him a rat for recording Eazy or allegedly recording Eazy. So it looks like he didn't even want to act like he didn't even want to battle the nigga no more. So add all of this up. This is what's been going on leading up to today. He goes live, bro, and nobody is even talking about this fucking audio anymore. Why would you do this, bro? I really don't like doing videos like this with people that I actually have a pretty good rapport with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I done had to grind Goods up, me and Goods. You know, I don't even know what me and Goods' relationship is. That's the problem with being a blogger, bro. Welcome to being a blogger. I don't even know if Goods is really fucking with me, really. You know what I'm saying? I ain't reached out to him or nothing, but, you know, I don't really know how he feels about the particular videos and everything like that I've done as far as him and Jay Mills. But I'm just being honest. I don't really feel like I dragged him or nothing. I'm just keeping it real. Like, yo, you better than this, bro. Like, take your loss on the chin. So that was my message to Good. Showoff, very similar. Me and Showoff have had a lot of communications. I've been to Charlotte. I've hung out with Showoff. Me and Showoff went to a restaurant. We did an interview. We ate some food, all this kind of stuff. And we had talks even about the case because Showoff obviously went to jail and went through a legal issue or something. He was dealing with legal issue. I don't know if he went to jail. I definitely dealt with a legal issue. I dealt with a legal issue. So it's just kind of like me and him had that rapport to build on. And he was very vocal, like, yo, Chris was never found guilty of anything. Like let that man live and let him go live his life. So for that, I always respected that about Showoff. So I don't even like doing these kind of videos because I be feeling like I be cool with niggas and then I gotta get in here and be like, why, bro? Like, why? You do this live and in one breath you're saying you're a real nigga. In another breath you're saying you're clout chasing. That don't even go together, bro. Real nigga and clout chasing doesn't even go together. And I don't really know why you did this. I really don't know why you did this. You had the ARP situation with Eazy. Eazy said he don't like the card. You battling Calico. You created a lie about recording him. You create this lie because you're mad that Eazy dissed the card. You don't battle Calico. You was just retired, bro. You literally was saying you wasn't even going to battle no more before this full circle event. You was really just retired. So I don't really know how we got from that to you get all the way involved in this. It gets carried out. He starts to call your bluff. You don't really got the audio. You didn't went on Polo Show. You didn't interview with Hip Hop Is Real. You didn't did your live. You posting your YouTube channel like you're trying to grow followers. Your YouTube channel is called Follow Your Demons, but then you do some clout chasing stuff where niggas gonna feel like, damn, you know, even your YouTube name is almost like Okay, was that like, you know, clout chasing where you were? Is that something in your demons where you were trying to like? It's so much to unpack, bro. I just would have never expected it from you. It's a lot of crazy ass niggas in this culture. It's a lot of niggas that do a lot of goofy shit that I don't like, I don't respect, I'm not cool with. It's a lot of that in this culture where people just go above and beyond. And I'm just like, I don't really see Showoff doing it. And then you like, well, I'm just trying to prove a point that Eazy is a lick and everybody uses Eazy and Eazy is the easy come up. But, bro, why? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like why would you even do this? And it's so crazy that you got the bloggers that we obviously thinking that you a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're not cool, but we thinking like, you know, Showoff ain't no, he seems to be a thorough guy. He say he got audio. I don't ever expect a nigga to ever get on this camera. And maybe that's my fault. I don't expect a nigga to get on this camera and be like, yo, man, I got a secret recording of ARP, like talking bad about Big K. And he never got it. I just don't expect that from anybody, bro. So when you say you got audio of Eazy, it kind of aligns up. We don't really see a lot of Eazy and Rim publicly. So yeah, he could possibly be telling you he tired of being a side nigga. It does kind of line up a little bit. And it's like, you didn't even need to do this, bro. And I just feel like, one, your battle career is damn near over with. You might not really give a fuck. I mean, you might not give a fuck. Maybe ARP throw you on a full circle because there's no pay-per-view, no nothing. Your battle career damn near over with, bro, because a lot of niggas ain't gonna want to fuck with you, ain't gonna support you. It ain't really hit the fan. Your video, your live, it ain't hit the fan. Tomorrow, niggas gonna be on your helmet about this live. So or really today, by the time I drop this blog, they're gonna be on your helmet. And it's just like, you didn't even have to do this because there's so many crazy niggas in this culture. You acting like you're trying to prove a point. I still don't even know what the point is. If you're trying to say Eazy is a goofy, he does, you know, he's easy to come up on, like, okay, like why you gotta get involved with that? Let the other niggas that's been doing that do that. And I don't know. I'm actually shocked, bro. And you really could have even fucked up what ARP had going on. ARP stopped his series. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's intermission. Maybe he's just done with it, period. Maybe he got some copyright strikes that I don't know about. He was like, yo, let me fall back. But what if ARP is going on part 7, 8, 9, 10? And part of that, your lack of having the audio and you being affiliated with RBE and knowing that you started this to defend ARP could have somehow even fucked up his series in a way, because I think I saw ARP on a blog be like, yeah, you know, and you're talking to Showoff. So everybody is thinking Eazy is talking to you and you got this recording. So you got ARP, who you fuck with, thinking you got a recording. Me, bro, I hit you up privately, bro. And this is another thing that bothers me about this too. I probably got a better relationship with you than other media niggas. I know you go on Angry Fan Live, and I know you cool. Bro, me and you didn't hung out. Me and you didn't went and grabbed some food. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talked about some personal shit. I hit you up privately and asked you a direct question. Do you really have audio on Eazy? I asked you that because you had been so vocal about not wanting to record niggas. So I'm like, you really recorded him? I was like, okay, let me see if this is really real. I know Showoff personally. I got his fucking phone number. So I just hit you up. You could have told me, nah, bro, I'm trolling. Like, why I gotta play. I'm doing some shit. ARP on his bumper. I'm really trolling him. I'm trying to scare him. Bro, you told me you got the audio, bro. Why me? I gotta ask that question. Why me, bro? It's a lot of weird bloggers. It's a lot of other niggas. Nigga, I kind of know you personally, though. Why me? You could have just told me, like, yo, just, I'm trolling. Keep it quiet. Don't blog on it. Don't do nothing like I gotta play. I gotta move. You got me mentioning it. You got ARP mentioning it. You got Caps mentioning it. You got this mentioning it. only for you to be like, yo, I'm just clout chasing. Like you really said that you was doing it for clout. Come on, man. Like what are we doing, bro? Like what are we doing? You know, I told you, I had this message and I told you. The saying, I know I might not have had it right, but the saying of don't ever meet your heroes, bro. And I'm not saying none of these battle rap niggas are your heroes for real. Don't get me wrong. You probably got other people you look up to, maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe, you know, your pastor at church, whatever. Maybe Jesus Christ himself, whatever it is. I don't mean it literally in that way. But I came in a battle rap because I love battle rap. I started watching battles. I'm watching Conceited. I'm watching Arsenal. I'm like loving battle rap. So now I'm like glued at the computer. I literally remember telling my homeboy, yo, we should start a YouTube channel, man, where we just reviewing battles, talking about the battles. We used to literally get off work and just fucking watch battle rap sometimes at the computer. I was like, yo, we should talk about it. He was like, oh, yeah, that'd be dope. Years later, when I talk to him now, he like, yo, I never thought you would become Chris Unbiased. I never thought you would become this big time blogger and making all this YouTube money. Like, I didn't think you would take it that far. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't really know what kind of money you make on YouTube or anything like that. And I'm not saying I'm making a crazy amount of money on YouTube, but I got very popular in this culture and battle rap. When I got out of jail, bro, that's all I watched was battle rap. I was on house arrest. I came home from jail, and I remember going on YouTube, niggas in jail telling me, like COs and shit like that kind of knew a little bit of who I was. They're like, yeah, man, Jay Mills came back to battle rap and battle K-Shine and Hitman battle Bill Collector and, you know, all these Mook, you know, Burb and Lux battle. These are all battles I missed that I would have been in the building for. When I got out of jail and I was on house arrest, I was really depressed, even though I was home. I was fucking depressed. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't make no money. I didn't really have a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? All I had was just support. But at the same time, I still felt like I let a lot of people down, shit like that. My girl, like, I had a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I got a son. I let him down. There was a lot of things about my life at the time that I was very struggling with to get to a better point. I turn on YouTube. I'm watching battle. First battle I watched, Hitman and Bill Collector. I'm like, oh, this is a crazy battle. Watching that. Click on watching more. There's so many battles I missed during that whole era. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching battles, and battle rap really kind of gave me a lot of relief from the real world because I was dealing with the case. I'm on house arrest. Battle rap was my escape in a way. So that's why I really kind of still go hard for battle rap. I still push battle rap and I still blog about it, even though the love ain't the same. It's just like I still try to do my part. But anyway, then you go to like events and shit. Then you meet these niggas, bro. You go to events and you meet these niggas. And you meet everybody. You meet Mav, you meet Goods, you meet you know, Av, you meet bloggers like Henny Man, you just meet everybody in the culture. And sometimes between that and spaces and Instagram lives and just more ways people are out there. When I first started, the only time you heard from people was when Hip Hop Is Real or 15 Minutes of Fame interviewed them at an event. And it was always about the battles. It was never about no personal shit. Hip Hop Is Real was not traveling around the world interviewing niggas and shit like that. They was just stationed in New York and they caught up with you at an event. So there wasn't no day-to-day thing of, oh, this is what's going on with Cortez and this is what's going on with Goods. People wasn't pulling up the niggas' crib and all this kind of stuff. You just caught them at an event. You didn't really know nothing about these battlers. The mystery was exciting in a way. It kind of kept the aura of them being so big to us. Then you meet the people and it's just like clout chasing. Like that's what I think of Showoff now. And I don't even want to think that because I met him and he was so cool in Charlotte. And now I meet him and he's doing this. It's just like, why? Like, why, bro? Why you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I don't know. I don't even want to say what I'm about to say. Let me take that back. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, why you, bro? And you can literally say that with so many people. You can say that about Twerk. You can say that about Jack Boy. You can say that about John the Don. You can say that about Chilla Jones. You say literally everybody you meet, bro. It's just something about them that I'm not saying these guys were perfect. We just, for the 9 minutes they was on that stage, they was great. And then they get off the stage and you just be like, yo, you really a goofy, bro. And I don't even want to think that. So I'm not on here to disrespect Showoff. You know what I'm saying? I still like Showoff, but at the same time, I'm very disappointed he did this, bro. Like, very disappointed, because you got niggas I don't even fuck with, like Tattle Facts, like talking crazy to you, like, and right. He talking crazy to you and actually got a leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like Eazy is another one. Like Eazy, like barely. Eazy get into a lot of people, and I know sometimes people be unfair to him, and sometimes it be right what they be saying. But bro, these niggas are just gonna grind you up, bro. And it's like you didn't even need to have this even a part of your life. You didn't even need to be in this algorithm, and you just allowed yourself to. For what? Clout? Come on, man. Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.